So you've decided that you want to sell your furniture. Awesome! Whether it's in your home and you want top dollar for it because you already paid a pretty penny, or if it's something that you flipped, you put an insane amount of work into, you have painted, you have stained, all of the above. This video is for you. This is not about how to paint furniture. You can find a ton of that on my channel. This is solely all about staging, marketing, using AI, and how to market your piece on Facebook Marketplace to sell so that you can get top dollar, and also how to deal with hagglers. So let's get started. My name's Kristen and I am the Broken Masterpiece. I've been a furniture flipper for over 7 years and I have learned so much over the years of how to get top dollar for all the work that I put into what I flip. All right, so let's get started. First things first, this is my vinyl. It is linked in the description. I've actually had this for 7 years. So if you do not have a 10 by 10 vinyl, I highly suggest you get the one linked below. You can find all of these on Amazon, but they have to be 10 by 10. That's the biggest issue that I've seen, is that the backdrop does not fully cover the furniture piece or fully have like the background covered, and then it just looks awkward and your pictures aren't good. Next steps is to use your phone. If you've got a high quality phone with a great camera on it, turn it upside down, put it on 0.5 and grab some up close angled photos, just like you saw me doing from the ground up, of your piece. Put it on portrait mode and get some up close pictures that blurs the rest of it. Then get some pictures of the individual items themselves, get them from all angles, and make sure that you're using really good lighting. This was an overcast day and I make sure that nothing is in direct sunlight. Next up, you're going to open your phone camera, go to camera settings, composition, and then select grid type. Select the 3x3 so that you can get this grid showing up on your screen. Your goal is to get it to 0 degrees. It's going to show you a line in the middle. When the yellow and the white both come together, it's going to get the 0 degree. That is your direct on photo. That is the one that you want to go with, especially the one that you want to put into AI. Once you have captured all the photos of your piece, you're going to take it over to Facebook Marketplace. But before that, I want to show you a little trick. If you don't have time to set up a vinyl like this, or your backdrop isn't doing justice, use an app called Photoroom Pro. This thing takes your best pictures, puts it through this, and gets whatever backdrop you want. I use a lot of manual prompts when I'm using this, but sometimes when you're putting it in a dining room or cozy living room, their automatic prompts that it comes up with are jaw-dropping. You can save these to your camera and then use these ones to post for sale. The last thing you need to get before you post to Facebook Marketplace is a video. Marketplace posts that are getting seen right now have a video attached to them. So put the panning setting on your camera. It's a slower video, but it's not slow motion, and get a pan of your furniture. This is going to show the audience close up of all the details, intricate designs, potential flaws, and it's going to build trust with your potential customers. Next, let's talk about staging your pieces. I'm going to touch on this because I have a whole nother video that talks specifically on staging. I have items in my attic and all over my house that I pull out for staging purposes. My best advice is to make it look like it's meant to be in their space. So if it's a baby changing table, stage it with baby items. If it's a buffet that's supposed to be an entryway, stage it with items that you would see in an entryway welcoming you into someone's home. If it's a dining room table, stage it with a beautiful centerpiece and plates. And lastly, make sure that you get close-ups of everything, especially any dings or damage on your piece. Make sure that you get photos of the inside cabinets or the cabinets opened up, and get every single detailed photo that you can to add to your post. Now I'm going to bring you back to Photoroom. So here is Photoroom Pro, and I'm going to show you a few different examples. So these are nightstands that I just put in my house that I did for a client. I didn't really need to stage them because they were just going back to the client, but I want to show you how you can do this. So the ones that it came up with originally, not very good at all. So we're going to go down and try Cozy Home. Okay, so these are very bland rooms. I don't love this. Create a background. All right. So this is the manual prompt for Photoroom Pro. So my surface on a gorgeous wood floor with a rug, with plants and a bright window around the room and art on the walls. Let's see what this comes up with. Ooh, that's fun. So it just made it a little bit more like this one's perfect. Yep. So all someone needs to do is see this in their home. So then we'd go to export and we'd save it right to the gallery. All right, on to the next. My driveway. This is when I did not have time to pull out my vinyl, but I needed to sell this piece quick and I needed top dollar for it because it definitely was a higher price point when I bought it. So I'm going to go into AI backgrounds. I'm going to go, yeah, see, like it's putting it on furniture right there. Don't love that. Don't love it in the clouds either. I don't need it at a beach. So these are really fun. Let's go. Your subject on a classy entryway floor by a staircase. Let's see what this comes up with flowers and plants decorating the room and art on the wall. All right. Yes. Welcome to Florist Central. Too many flowers, so I might change that prompt. Love these. Too many flowers. All right, we're gonna try that again. A classy Here we go. All right, here's our another perfect. These are great. I love this one. It's just nice and like simple. Someone's gonna see it and it's gonna catch their eye. But let's go check out the other ones. Love this. It's simple. It's got greenery in it. Love it. Now you can do this with up close ones. You can do this with farther away ones. So really, if you've got your close-up shots too and you want to make it look like it's in the same room, you can batch edit. You can do all sorts of things. So if I wanted to get rid of the background on one of these, let's go with one that's already staged that has items on the top. There we go. So you can stage it and put items on the top and they're going to show up in your cutout as well. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so we are gonna go create a background again. An elegant, because this is more of an elegant piece. Living room floor with art on the wall. Let's see what this comes up with. Oh, love it. Love it. This looks probably the best. Save. So that is all I do. Every time I use a manual prompt, it is so much better than what they originally come up with, and that's why I like the pro version. It's fantastic. I would highly. So these are all ones that I've used. They are all AI generated. This chair I actually photographed on my front lawn because the lighting was just amazing, and it came up with all of these backdrops for me. This is what an up close one looks like. This was just outside, so it gave it a floor and a blurred out background. All right, let's get over to Facebook Marketplace now. When you open up Facebook Marketplace, you'll go into select photos. You can go into Photoroom and select them right from there. So select all the photos that you just edited and made look perfect with this AI perfection. Then you go to record a video. You can either record it right from there, or I just upload the videos that I took with my camera because it's going to be better quality. After that, you're going to give it a title, a price, a description, but I'm going to show you one little hack that I use to help make this process a lot easier for me. I open up Gemini on Google, or I open up ChatGPT. ChatGPT on my computer actually saves all of my history of everything that I've ever put in, so it's really good at giving me prompts that sound like my voice. I'm going to show you though on Gemini how to use this feature so that you can copy and paste it right from your phone. Gemini is great because you can actually upload photos and then give a text prompt as well, so that you can ask it exactly what you're looking for. Once you receive the prompt on either platform, you can copy and paste this right over to your Facebook Marketplace description, and you can select the title. If you're not happy with it, you can give it some different prompts, make sure that you're satisfied, and you can rewrite whatever and add to whatever they've come up with. But it just helps you get going if you get stuck with words. After editing this down and making sure it's exactly what I wanted, I added the measurements of the piece because people always ask for that, so make sure that it's in there. And I added any details like where it's located, do they need help picking it up, all those details are important. The longer your description is, the better. The next steps are really important. You're going to go to list in more places. At this point, you should have already joined. If you are a furniture flipper or you sell a lot per month, you need to have joined all your local areas. You can search these on Facebook Marketplace, but join these groups that have for sales. You can post up to 20 different groups. Then click on additional listing options. This is really important because it's going to help your post get seen by a lot more people. So fill out every single prompt that it comes in this. If you don't have the brand or the materials, that's okay, but fill out as much as you can. Once that's done, you hit publish and your post gets published to not only Marketplace, but 20 different for sale groups in your area. My biggest advice for when people start messaging you is, one, don't fall for scams. You can Google those and find out all the Facebook Marketplace scams, but also don't haggle. Know that you put so much money and time into your piece and you need top dollar for it. And so if you're okay taking a little bit less, then post it for a little bit more. Just know your value, know your worth, and good luck selling. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, smash that like button and hit subscribe down below. I've got more videos coming.